Welcome back to the Lifespring Age, episode 32, the Starlight Syndicate. The party are awarded the keys to the town and learn more of the history of Greencrest. They meet an intimidating dragonborn and a cottage-core potion maker on their way out. Follow us on the socials. Yeah, right, okay, we'll start. So you've come to the door of the mayor of Greencrest. Courtney Esper is the name on the door. Doesn't mean anything to any of you.
Is it Court? Because that says
Corty. Yeah, and so you head up. He tells you to come in, and you head up the stairs. It's like it's not a lot of stairs. It's maybe takes you about 10-15 feet. The houses in Greencrest are generally pretty small, like wooden. And you head up the stairs, and in front of you is quite a large, open space office. With two guys in there. There's this very short, kind of balding. Imagine he's mid-50s white guy, about 5'3". He's got these big thick glasses on. He has on there's a robe in the corner that looks like it would fit him. It's quite short, and but he's not wearing it because it's quite a hot day. It's midsummer. He's sweating a little bit, but just because it's warm in the room, it's very humid in the room. Along the side of the room are all these pictures of the town, carvings over various times. Some of them look like the adventurers or famous people of the town. And there's another guy in there who's wearing it's a very slim dragonborn, a bronze dragonborn wearing a breastplate and suit of armor. He's not carrying a weapon, but he's wearing this very, very nice, regal-looking suit of armor with a sash on it, and the sash complements his scales. It's also a bronzy color on there. And the little old guy stands up and goes, come in! Wonderful to meet you. You must be our brave adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
Come sit down. Come sit down. Can I offer refreshments, drinks? I only really have water, I'm afraid, but.
I'll take a water, please.
Yes, okay. Anyone else?
I'll
No,
have a
thank you.
water as well.
2 double espressos.
Well, we only have water, so I can give you 2 small waters if that helps. Put in 1 glass.
I guess.
Can you do warm water?
I can leave it out in the sun for a little while.
Oh, cold water's fine.
I mean, it's not not very cold. It's been in my office all day. I'm going to open the window.
Wolf just says, we can. If you have a jug, we can just. Have a jug of water.
Yes. So he kind of goes to a cupboard, pulls out a couple of mismatched glasses, encourages you all to sit down in front of the desk. And please allow me to introduce myself. I am Mayor Courtney Esper Wallenson. This is my 8th month as the mayor of Fair Greencrest, and it is my devout pleasure and real honour to say a sincere congratulations and thank you for the hard work you did yesterday in freeing the town from the thrall of this awful, whatever it was, this cult that was kidnapping people all along the roads. Yes. I hope you don't mind. I had a few questions so I could fill in. And there's not going to be a ceremony, but I'm here to inform you that you are being awarded a. I say there isn't going to be a ceremony, but it is a ceremonial key to the town. As recognised heroes of the town, it allows you certain privileges within the town as you pass through. People will remember you, and we're just formalising it a little bit. But you don't need to be here for it. We know that you will probably want to move on. This guy's talking a mile a minute. He's he's clearly very intimidated, sweating profusely. He was wearing a blue top, and it's grown darker and darker blue under his armpits. And he's not drenched in sweat, but he's quite he's talking faster than his mind's going. And behind him, this dragonborn is smiling a little bit, just kind of watching him. This sash doesn't have any logos on it. It's unadorned apart from the bronze color of it. So he's there taking you through all these things, and he pulls out this big ledger and starts. We have this town has a little bit of a history. Obviously, being on one of the main merchant tracks, we do have adventurers and powerful wizards and all sorts of things passing through the towns. And anytime they do something good, we add them to our book of heroes. And he starts scrolling through, and he goes, "Well, it's obviously not been anything in the last couple of years. It's been rather quiet. and he opens the book and he like scouts through, and you see there's like some really old pages, and he's scattering the pages too fast for you to catch up. But like you can't catch the odd word like Dragon Guard or like Flame Fist, and these little sketches of like adventurers, and you can match like the brief glimpses with some of the pictures on the walls, and he's like rattling through to try and find the right page, and that takes him probably about 20 seconds. But is anyone doing anything as he's doing that?
I would just be looking at looking around the room, sort of looking at the dragonborn, looking at the pictures on the wall, things like that.
Mm-hmm. So like... the dragonborn is the suit of armor you'd recognize. Well, not recognize, but you'd be able to see at a casual glance. It's not magical, but it's like the height of fashion and form and function. So it's like as nice as you could get it. It like you could buy a breastplate for like I think it's 35 gold. This has got like it's like whatever it is.
James, the breastplate is 400 gold.
Is it 400? Okay.
Yeah.
So you like 400 gold for a breastplate, so it's quite expensive anyway. But this has got like filigree on it, and like it's not got like a logo, and that's kind of the thing that stands out the most. You'd have thought that if like this was like a rich family, they'd have their logo stamped all over it. There isn't one. It's just this beautiful. It fits him perfectly. It's clearly been made for him. You see evidence of like repair, like it's seen battle and it's been meticulously repaired, but by hand and not by biomagic.
Also, Emily is the very nice looking breastplate. Looking at her own like tattered, torn one.
Yeah, well, and this dragon was quite young as well. And he's got like the sly. Like I always imagine Dragon Ball's like a little bit sly because of the snout. But he's quite handsome. He's very, very draconic. Like very like a dragon head, like dragon hands. Or any skin you can see is all scaled. Got claws, but he's wearing boots. Presumably his feet are the same.
Can you remind me what the name of it's like the royal family of Algadin is?
Yeah, the name was the Del Myers.
That was it. They are bronze, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Can I put two and two together?
Well, this guy isn't like bronze dragonborn. Old bronze dragonborn aren't Del Myers.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But yeah.
Just like from the station and the armor and the things.
It wouldn't be a huge leap, but why this guy would be in this little village? Because it's miles. Where the royal family are is miles away. It's like it would be like 3 weeks travel from where you are now. And they probably won't even hear about this.
Okay. Yeah.
So more likely from your time here, you would think this is either there's one of the most favoured, who are the Rangers, who act like a coast guard, but they're very, very down south. People love them, or the Bronze Adamant, who are like the police force and tax collectors, who like look for magical items to take to Algad.
Probably that one then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just there, like kind of enjoying this guy's faffing about. And as you kind of see that, you're kind of very envious of this beautiful suit of armor. You can't see any weapons on him. You kind of cast around. There's all these pictures of like what looks to be wood carvings of adventuring parties, all sorts. Not many giantkin on there, though. There are orcs, half orcs, and stuff like that. And my dog's fucking barking. Please bear with me a moment as I have to sort the dog out. I'll be back in a moment.
So bad that weather, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit warm, isn't it?
Just a tad.
Sorry. I was reading books all morning. It really ties you up.
It gets you tired.
Yeah.
This guy's still flicking through pages of this book. Staring for too long. It's like...
There's a temptation to do what I did in Baldur's Gate 3 with that What's It book.
Yeah.
With what?
The Necromancy of Fae?
Yeah, but it's not the Necromancy of Fate.
It's the first one, isn't it? Oh,
yeah, the Retribution of the Ancients. I don't want to read it, but at the same time, I don't think this character would. It's not his thing.
I have to say.
I think I've had my fill of going through weird, dark holes this week.
Yeah, sorry about that. So there's all these different adventuring parties that you see: orcs, elves, humans, dragonborn, a lot of dragonborn, a lot of dragonkin. Some of them are very, very old, hundreds of years old. They look like, and every so often they're topped up. and stuff like that. You know, there's probably on the wall about 15 of them that you see, like as you cast your eye around. There. Is anyone else doing anything?
Does anyone look like Rusty?
There aren't many kobolds in there. He doesn't. It's not like he doesn't look like this fella. Like obviously there's like draconic like resemblance, but this guy Rusty is kind of round faced, whereas this guy is like very angular. This is
a weird question. Sorry. Do any of the it's not photos, they're like paintings, aren't they? Or wood carvings. Do any of them look like Laffy?
Can you make perception checks?
You can make a perception check.
Oh no!
Oh, I would like to do this.
Nat 20.
Oh,
26.
that's funny.
Can't quite. No, yeah. So there are a few like elven women. Now these aren't photorealistic; these are wood carvings. So there are elements of.
Well, you know, any of the, like the known elements, long hair, a staff within the shape of the moon, things like that.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't see any of them carrying a staff, like at first. So there are like elven druids, elven druid women carrying staffs. There is one kind of like in the back corner, kind of behind the mayor, and it's one of the oldest ones there. Is like a strikingly beautiful elven woman, and and of all of them, is the one that looks most like Laffy, except she's not carrying a staff. She's wearing a full suit of armor.
Is this guy still looking through books and such?
He's coming to the end of it now. You've got a few more seconds of Vump.
Okay. I will, if I could do that. I think Wolf will keep it in her head and mention it afterwards.
Yeah. So I would say with your 26, Bunny, with your 17, you'd notice it too. Azalea, you'd notice. So there are a couple of people who look a little bit, but this one in the background is like very striking. Like they've even got little freckles on the face of this one particular woman. And she's in an adventuring party that is there's her. Oh, hang on, let me just double check my notes actually. 1 second. I did the same thing you did yesterday. Noticing the completely wrong one. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So there's this one behind them, which is this woman, and she's got this suit of armor. It's not like plate; it's like scale, and she's carrying this mace in a hand. The mace itself is either a very unusual mace or heavily stylized. It looks like it's been carved to look like it's glowing. But then it's also casting shadow. So imagine if you were to use like a star painting tool, you know, with a really like it kind of looks like it's like a star-headed mace. And that's what it looks like. And as you cast your eye around, looking for more, whilst this guy's desperately trying to find his frigging bookmark, there is one other elven woman who is carrying. I was wrong. I haven't read far enough now. There's an elven woman there carrying a particular staff. This one is also very, very old.
What does the staff look like?
It looks exactly like Laffy's staff. She's in a group. There's dragonborn in there. There's this in front of them is this large wolf, like huge, like the size of a horse kind of thing. That's like on the floor. Do you know how like dogs sometimes like playfully try to bite you whilst they're lying down, and it's like mouth, almost like they're laughing. Like you ever seen a husky like doing that noise? It's that kind of face. And then there's that, and there's two women, who one on either side, and Laffy's holding hands with one of them. Sorry, Laffy. This woman who looks incredibly like Laffy's holding hands with one of them, and with the arm around the other one.
The woman who looks like Laffy. Yeah,
the woman who looks like Laffy's holding one of the hands, and the arm around the other one. And then there is, and there's one more person in there who I can't find in my notes because I've not scrolled far enough back. But the guy finds his place. Aha! Wonderful. Here we are. This may sound like a little bit of an interview, I'm afraid. Names. He looks very expectantly at you all.
2 marble cuts.
Marble. Is that L-O-O or L-O-U?
Marble.
No. Okay.
L-O-U.
Yes, okay. So he L-O-U-G-H marble cut. Yes. Yes. And he kind of looks at the person sat next to Lou.
Nobody sat next to Lou, apparently.
It's Rusty.
It would,
Yeah, it's Lou, one empty chair, and the rest of the party.
Yeah.
It's probably
All on
Rusty. He doesn't know what's
one
going on.
Yeah, Rusty. Rusty's like, they call me Rusty, and he's like, okay, Rusty. Any last name? And he looks up at Laffy.
Oh.
And he goes, Lee Maker? Like, with a hopeful smile. Did you like? Do you let him? You like fraudulently
Yes!
use? Okay, cool.
Oh my god!
So he's like swinging his feet. He's dead happy. He's like, yes, what's the Lee Maker? And then he's like, okay, Lee Maker. And then so goes. He so basically goes through all. Do any of you not give your true name? Is what I'm
yes,
asking.
I will
Okay.
give him a raccoon Mac raccoon face.
Mac Raccoon Face.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Mac Raccoon Face. Boaty McBoat Face.
Yes, exactly that.
He goes down the
Aeon's
list.
going with both face, right?
He goes down the list of all of you, and he goes, excellent. That's quite a few names there. Do you have a group, like a pseudonym or a group name that we could abbreviate for the bards? You see, if we ask him to remember.
Mac raccoon face so
names,
all through the land.
That
Yeah.
doesn't really rhyme, does it?
Our official name is. Oh, go ahead.
I think Lou came up with a name.
Yeah, it was Moonlight Syndicate.
Wasn't it
Moon-
Starlight?
Starlight.
Oh, Starlight Syndicate, sorry.
Starlight
Alliteration.
Syndicate.
Yeah, Lou
wonderful.
started
Yes, wonderful.
Oh, Jesus, James! Oh no! Lou like starts sentence with like leans back and says Starlight.
Yeah, I got it.
Starlight.
Wonderful.
I was having doubts over the SS, but you know.
No, it's
Oh,
fine, yeah.
If you
Jesus,
insist on it.
Yeah, it's fine. We shall not abbreviate.
Well, it doesn't exist in this one. It's fine.
Syndicate. Is that wonderful? Starlight Syndicate. Beautiful. And may I ask? This is top level down. Could you walk us through what brought you to the gates of the Obsidian Tower? In as brief a way as possible. Were you out for vengeance? Were you hunting for the lost souls of the people? Had you been driven there, or what brought you there? So I can. And the dragonborn in the back is pissing himself.
Mm.
Laffy, you
One
can
of the
explain
party
about
really wanted to see their mum and dad.
Oh
That's not why
well,
we're at the tower.
we stopped at a campsite and we found that there was a little girl that went missing. And then we came into town after we spent like a whole day looking for her, and we were given a job, and there was and she like looks over at Wolf as if to like get approval that she's allowed to, tell this guy that there was a ghost.
So the Midnight Hunt are not a secret police force. They're just not like super well. They don't know who they are, but they are like an official government-sanctioned, completely legit operation.
Yeah, I was like, shrugs.
like FBI, I assume, like special forces. Or...
Yeah,
like SWAT. I think was the original.
yeah, I think
description,
something like that.
Well, we went into the library because there was a rumor of a ghost.
Yes. Conquer's ghost. Yes, we'd all heard. Wonderful.
Yeah, and we spoke to the ghost.
You didn't get the fuck out of town. What did the ghost say?
Well, actually, the ghost, and then she looks to Rusty. Rusty and the ghost, good friends. Anyway, yeah, she told us that she worked for some guy and that he might be in there, and we went in and we ended up finding the little girl that went missing, and everybody else.
The ghost did work for Lord Kilpatrick.
One of the servants had died. Wait, so Kilpatrick, was he involved in this?
He was the orchestrator.
This guy's like the tea.
Yeah, he's like, no,
Oh my
no
lord.
way. Lord,
Mhm.
look,
So-
We actually have evidence. We actually have evidence as well this time.
Yeah, there is a suggestion. If he is seen, alert someone, like someone who can fight, someone who can get a message to heaven or somewhere.
he's very recognisable around these parts.
Yes,
He
as
owns, like, half a
well. He might not have eyes.
What did you guys do to him?
No, he
No,
did that to
did it
himself. You see this cut on my arm? Yeah. Basically, he and I would also mention any worshippers of the New Dawn. Flag them and let someone who can get a message to Heaven or Hell know.
Well,
Please.
the new dawn is they've been trying to recruit in the area.
Well,
They're
don't
very
let them if you
dangerous.
can.
Can I give him the diary that explains everything?
I
not permanently, but like point out all the lines that basically point out the New Dawn is straight up a front for.
Yeah. Yes, it's good. It's good to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I will just Xerox this because we don't have photocopiers here yet. I'm not reading it all.
Because we have Xerox, but not photocopiers.
Yeah.
You have the copyrighted thing, but not the generic thing.
Yeah. Fantasy is Xerox spelled with a Z, not with an X.
Xerox.
Can I ask this this statue that of this other party that looks
It's
like
a carving, like a wolf.
the carving. Did Laffy see it too, or was it just Wolf that saw it?
No, I'll say everyone who rolled a perception check. So everyone rolled like a 17 or higher. You would say, obviously you know exactly who it is, and you are struggling to remember exactly what happened while you were here at the minute.
Well, I'm thinking of asking. Did you that book? How big is this book? Is it like super big?
It's like have you ever been into like an on-site Argos with the old catalogs?
Yeah.
It's that kind of size. Like there's a lot. There's like maybe like 300 pages, and he's like 250 pages deep into it at the minute as he's writing down like the story.
Far does that book go back?
Ooh, this book goes back to the forming of the town. And he kind of like folds a page back and looks at the date. I'd say about 800 years.
Would you mind if I had a look through it?
Once I've finished writing in it,
Yes,
of course.
sorry, of course, yes.
You've
Wolf
got
just
clean...
Wolf just whispers to Laffy. Maybe just mention that page specifically, or those two, because it's a
You've
long
got
book.
clean hands, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We washed
He's
our
gonna
hands
make an
when we came
insight check. Yeah, I smell bubble bath. No. So he keeps writing. He goes,
Roll for bubble bath.
He's writing notes, and wonderful. And so he kind of asks for an abridged version of what happens. We don't have to roll this. He kind of takes some details as you are. Is there anything you leave out? Is what I think I'm asking here.
The
Like when you're telling the
possession
thing.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think leave out the possessions thing with Rusty.
Mhm.
Or at least Wolf would want that to be left out.
Mhm.
Do we leave out the name Hadar? Actually, if he's looking at the book,
I
he's
mean, if
going to see it.
he's gonna see it.
Yeah, so I guess that's mentioned.
This guy's like not like a high level. This is
No,
very
yeah,
much like a
yeah,
common
but it's
aid.
one of those things that, like, if it gets out, will cause a lot of panic immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Maybe. I don't think so.
No, I think.
Well, maybe.
I don't think we should.
I think. Hold on, sorry. The zombie.
Yeah.
And probably Lou doing her shadow.
I mean,
thing.
we're not going into extreme
I know,
detail.
I'm just-
in
you're
the
not going
fight,
into
I don't
round by
think.
round.
Yes,
but,
yes.
So
I
obviously the necromancer
assume we
stuff.
talk about the zombie.
Do you mention that he like took things from you?
That's what I'm thinking. I think there's no reason. I mean, none of them are.
Nothing taken
Have
was
you-
really a secret, so
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Okay.
left out.
So you take him through what kind of a bridge version. It's not like a blow by blow account. You give a vague description of what he was doing, like the gravity stuff he was doing. The weird creatures he had with him, the Gricks and the Grells or whatever the hell they were called.
Yep.
The other stuff, the fact that he escaped, like he teleported himself out at the end after chucking Riptide through the roof. And when you get to Riptide, he says, yes, I was going to mention your tall friend. Obviously, we saw her come into the village yesterday as part of your group. We have actually heard. I don't know. One of our farmers saw her yesterday in the forest near the river. She seemed very disorientated. He said almost concussed. She said about getting back into the sea, and obviously it's not the sea; it's the river. But she kind of didn't seem to be listening to him, but has headed off southeast in the river, or that was the direction the river flowed, and she seemed to swim down it. If we hear anything, of course we will let you know. She seems to have been part of the group, but yes, not quite sure exactly what happened. But one of the farmers said yes, she seemed very out of it. Very hurt.
If you can, that would be good.
So, would she know? I mean, there was a little bit of discussion there. Would she know that you're called the Starlight Syndicate?
No, maybe just give Zalia's name.
Our names.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So yes, it's a very very ceremony. Oh, I've clean forgot. Sorry, it's how rude of me. He turns around and gestures to the dragonborn behind him. He's just been like looming behind him this whole time,
Trying not to laugh.
Yeah, sorry. With the excitement of everything going on, and obviously it's quite a late night last night. I haven't introduced my dear friend here. Now he is obviously a dragonborn of some renown. I'm not sure if any of you have come across the bronze adamant before. He's apparently come right from the mouth of Algad itself, and just happened to be in the town this morning and asked to meet you. And the dragonborn kind of like inclines his head slightly, and with this very like deep kind of rolling voice, he goes, "Hi, thank you for the introduction. You can call me Caesar."
Caesar.
Oh.
Like Julius.
Oh.
Okay.
Is he? What color are his scales? Is he
Bronze.
like? Okay.
It's you guys. Yeah, my family had a flair for the dramatic. I'm afraid, but yes, I'm a member of the Bronze Adamant. As I said, I'm always interested to see adventuring groups to see if there's any way we can help. It sounds like you had quite a rough time of it. May I ask where you're planning to go next?
We're
having a little holiday.
We're going to Cadenshire.
Cadenshire, excellent. Weirdly, where I'm heading in a few days. You're going there for any? You mentioned a holiday. Is there any particular reason you're heading out there? And he's not looking at you super intently, but he's like, clearly like measuring your responses.
I'm just there to see some family.
Can I do a perception check to see what kind of role he does, like fighter or maybe a spellcaster of some kind?
You could try insight.
Can I make an insight check to see what his intentions are? Because he sounds really shifty.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I will say I'll also be making one because I was thinking about it.
Oh hell no!
Oof.
Can I make an insight and add my little thing because it's like reading somebody's emotions?
Empathy. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So,
Matt's going for insight on whether he's asking to glean information, essentially.
Yeah, he's giving me the.
Oof! Jesus Christ. So Wolf, like this guy is like a member of basically the police.
224s.
Fuck me running.
Jesus.
So Azali, what was it you were particularly looking for? Sorry.
I want to know, like, because the way he's speaking is quite slow and measured, and he's like paying very close attention to us. So I'm trying to get an insight of what is he looking for out of us. He obviously doesn't want the base level information. He wants something. What?
Yeah, he definitely is trying to, like, he wouldn't normally find himself in this podunk fuck nowhere town. He's like quite a high member.
He's here for a reason.
He's here for a reason, and like whether or not you're the reason, that's probably what he's trying to figure out. He's clearly he's trying to wheedle some information out of you. Beth, what was specifically you looking for? I'll see if I can answer both in one go.
Just sort of like the way that, like, body language, the way he's holding himself, if he looks at all sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not threatening, but like
imposing.
Yeah, just to kind of get what's his
deal.
Yeah, what's his deal?
So he is like, even though this guy's like the mayor, and I was also trying to sort out what I did on break. It's the Right Honourable. That's what the title, the Right Honourable Corti Esquire Wallenson. That's the thing I couldn't think of. Even though this guy's like the elected mayor and has power over, like, he would be like not the final word of law, but like people would come to him to settle disputes and like make decisions on legal things, and he would be voted into power, and he may well be voted back in. Blah 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 blah. Holds a certain amount of respect, kind of locally. This guy, like, probably one of the reasons he's sweating so much is just this guy stood behind him. Like, this guy is like cool as a cucumber. Like, he's not. Like, he's heard about this fight you've had. Like, he's like, his eyebrows raised, like, yo, that sounds cool, but like, man, I've seen some real shit, kind of thing. You would know that the Bronze Adamant are like, some of them that, like any kind of police force, there are certain levels of like corruption and stuff. Like, they go out and they collect magical items to offer to Algad to keep him like chill. Like, here, take our shit, please don't become a dragon. Go back to sleep, kind of thing. But like, some of those things go missing, and a lot of these people like find themselves very politically powerful because they spend a lot of time in front of this very influential dragon. And so whether or not he is with a 24, he's hyper interested in specific information, but he hasn't heard what it is he's looking for just yet, if that makes sense. So he's waiting for something.
Yeah, he's waiting for like the
penny to drop, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like, as your story doesn't seem to match the information that he's after.
I would obviously I rolled a 14, but would Wolf see any of that? Oh, I mean, she'd probably just get the sense that he's asking questions.
He's quite clearly like,
yes,
he's quite,
yeah.
He's quite
so I think after like a beat, Wolf would say, "Is that something you needed? You seem very interested all of a sudden."
Well, nothing the Midnight Hunt need to worry themselves about. It's not to worry. Say it's more.
Well, I'm here now, and if there's something going wrong, I would like to hear about it.
Oh,
please.
Nothing's going wrong. No. It's more something's gone. Someone's gone missing. But no, it's fine. Not to worry. Nothing that Haven or all needs to worry about or even concern themselves with.
I'm from Algadane. This is my home, so I'm not just interested in Haven or El. If it's something that concerns me or the people that I love, then I would like to know about it, please.
I'm sure
James,
you would.
Can I make an insight check or something to see? Kind of in the direction of what class he is, or basically what, how well his constitution is.
Okay, it'll be quite high. I'm not going to give you a number.
Or
1 to 20, how high is it?
No, on a scale of 1 to 6, how important is it? I'm like, is it his main priority? Like, does he
his
go
constitution?
to the... Yes, does he go to the gym every day?
You can see, like, from the skin available, he's like filling his armor. He's very physically powerful and strong. He's not super buff. He's not buff like he's not as big as Riptide, like, in terms of maybe raw strength. He's probably like faster on his feet. If you were to give it in mechanical terms, he'd probably be dex based. But if you'd like to learn any more, I will need to see some insight checks.
Okay, no, that's alright already. Guys, if we want to talk, if you want to continue talking, that's alright, but how about we move it from here to like a bar and talk about this over a drink or two?
Can I try and persuade this guy
to do what?
To tell us what it is he's not telling us?
So he's like.
That's what I was trying to go for. But
he's obviously what he's looking for. He's kind of blocking like what he's looking for. He clearly isn't inclined to tell you what it is he's looking for.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Can I try?
Yeah, that's why I want to get him.
Yeah, if you want to try to like persuade him, sure.
I think she'd just kind of like, with Wolf being very, I don't want to say uppity, because that sounds really mean, but being very like, tell me, like, I deserve to know this information, just like that good cop, bad cop thing. Leffy's like, listen, we've had a really rough couple of days, and if we're walking into some really dangerous stuff, I think it's only fair that we have some sort of a heads up considering what we've just done. So please, if there's anything you can tell us, don't keep it from us.
You see this like very slow smile spread on his face, and at first it kind of makes him very, very. Well, he's always quite a good-looking dragonborn anyway, but it kind of goes past that, almost like his. Like it's almost not a snarl, but it's that split line between a smile and a snarl, and he goes, I don't think you have anything to worry about here. I'm afraid I'm not able to tell you. However, if we meet in Cancher, I may have additional questions for you there. And he pats Courtney on the shoulder, and he puts his hand and sort of squeezes, not like super hard, and you can see this guy like not flinches from his touch, but like kind of leans away from it a little bit. He goes, Mr. Mayor, thank you for your warm hospitality. I'll be sure to feed back to the Adamant about how helpful you've been. And he kind of brushes himself down and nods to you all and starts to stroll out.
I don't like that guy.
None of us do, I think.
Could I have a look at that book now?
Yes. So he's like watching this guy walk out. He waits for the door to close, and there's
visible tension breaking in the room.
Yes, of course. It's well, I've been kind of trying to go through it to keep the digitize the files somewhat, so the local computer library can
digitize, man.
So I'm trying to update and copy the old entries. Some of them are in quite old draconic, and some of them in old, depending on the mayor at the time and the records keeper. The town used to be slightly larger, a little bit more important than it is now. We had more people in there, but alas, no. This is just me now. So yes, by all means.
I can read draconic if you're having trouble.
No, it's not that. It's not very easy for the children. We want to be able to show them the grand adventures that came through the towns and the different things that they did, and all the different adventures that were had and everything, and something to be proud of. And he kind of stands up and turns the book round. He puts on like a lectern kind of thing, so it's propped up like a laptop stand, and he turns it round and he goes, "Was there any particular year?" Like he's like started to see you guys properly now. He goes, any particular year? Oh, I love your dress. He says to Azalea. Any particular year that you interested in?
Wolf like vaguely, I assume, unless someone stops there, to the one that looks like laughing.
Mm-hmm.
The carving on the wall.
So there was two. There was one of a like.
The one that was more clearly laughing.
This one was from 100 years or so ago. And he starts scrolling back. There's not many turns he has to do. It's like maybe 3 or 4 pages. There's clearly not a lot that's happened in the last couple of years. The rest of the book during like the Lich War. Actually no, probably go back probably 20 pages or so during the Lich War. Like a lot happened, and then there's periods of calm, and then activity. And he goes back and he kind of overshoots a little bit, then pulls back, and there's this so each adventure is like a more detailed picture of the adventuring party on one side, and then like a brief overview of the names of the adventurers, and like kind of the information that he took from you, but a very high level, like what they did. So he starts explaining the story of this particular this like worm, like a chromatic dragon that had set itself up in the like a blue dragon that had set itself up in the local river and had damned it which started to flood over the plains and ruin the farming. And he demanded like extortionate amounts of gold to release it. Obviously, the town wasn't able to deal with this dragon in any particularly useful way. They, came unstuck against it quite regularly, and so this group of adventurers had just rocked up one day as they were traveling from the far east into the center. They were there doing something else. They would literally just happen to walk through, like at a very opportune time. This group of adventurers, that each one of them, and I don't have the names to hand, so you have to excuse me. Laffy recognizes kind of immediately and is able to put like names and faces to as she sees them. And it goes on to say how they took to this dragon, and there was this battle, like this battle of lightning on the plains, as this dragon was able to control some of the weather and bring the lightning down, and this incredibly powerful druid was able to stop that in its tracks and revert it, whilst the different members of the party, this very powerful dragonborn, there's a wolf, and these two women were able to overpower and not kill the dragon. They didn't kill it, they drove it off. And basically threatened it so it never ever come back, kind of thing. Like, oh, we banish you from this place, kind of vibes to it. And the dragon flew off and was never seen again in any kind of vicinity. And this was hundreds. This is like 150 years ago. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You remember this happening?
Yeah.
As well, yeah. Like as he starts telling you, the memories start flooding back, and obviously there's been like some elaboration in the book. The dragon could control the weather to a certain extent. You can't at the time. You vaguely remember you were able to also control the weather, but it's like a proper, like, you need a lot of time to be able to do it. It's not something you can just snap your fingers and do. So you were trying to do that, and you're trying to do like 4 or 5 other things at the same time to make sure that you're trying to heal your friends, protect them, and it basically boiled down to the last minute, you versus this. Everyone else had just been kind of left on the ground as the dragon flew up, and you transformed yourself into this flying creature, this large winged creature, and you're battling with it in the sky, going one-on-one, and you being able to use druidic powers to bat it back down to the ground. And as you landed, you were able to capture it in the earth, so everyone was basically bullying it to death. Mosh pit in it, and before it did, that was the moment, right, if we will stop if you promise to leave, and that was the agreement. And there was an Aegeus placed on the dragon.
Oh, interesting.
To prevent it coming back.
So in terms of D&D terms, that's 8th to 9th level spells, very high level spells.
Just flinging them
about. Control weather, shape change and shit like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and this guy's waxing lyrical.
Does this guy not put it together?
I mean, he's human. Elves are elves, He hasn't she's wearing different clothes. The hairstyle is different somewhat.
Wearing the same staff, same face, same.
So there's a staff. the sword's a sword, a staff's a staff. You know what I mean? Okay. It's a very similar face. She's got slightly hair might be up. She's wearing a different outfit.
Yeah, have you never seen an anime different hairstyle, different?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's wearing glasses.
Does it say a name in the book?
It's the name down there is Laffet, the full name, not Laffy. Laffet.
Does it say her last name?
He goes, when you mention it, he goes, "Oh, look,
it's his name 5 minutes ago."
Yeah, it's is this? I'm not familiar. You see, I haven't been through this cover to cover. I started at the beginning.
I'm just gonna not look at him in a patronizing way, but just with wide eyes, waiting for the penny to drop.
Family name?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you do look quite like her.
Mm-hmm.
You're much prettier. Much prettier.
Wolf just whispers, "If you want him to know, you're gonna have to just say it."
And the rumor was at the time, and I remember hearing this, was that she was one of those sisters, the little sisters, and I don't know if I quite believe, but that was a rumor.
When the mayor is looking at Laffy, switching back and forth from looking at Laffy and the book, when at a face where he's looking at Laffy, I want to prestidigitate the picture to look completely different, like a hairy Italian man.
Oh, yeah, you're much prettier. Oh, Sorry, I
think
need
it's
to clean my glasses.
Smudged.
Yes. Who has been eating oily chips and getting it all over my nice clean sheets? I did ask if you all had clean hands.
None of us have touched the book, so.
Well, I don't know. Well, yes, but yes, as you see, there's many years of history in there of the war with the Liches. There's many great deeds done there, and the war, the ongoing battles with the Adradan, many things there as well. But by all means, as I say, you are all now proud. The Starlight Syndicate are all proud holders of the keys to the town, and really, that means nothing. But it does mean that if you want to, it's very ceremonial. I'm expected. There is a small gift, a small gold gift, and he kind of like rifles through the back, and he pulls out another 300 gold and hands it over to you to share.
We'll just split that 50 each again.
Yeah. And he is, yes. And as adventurers, I must say, you're always welcome back, so long as the fighting stays outside the town. As my job there, but as a personal favour, and if you're headed to Caddenshire, may I ask for one small favour? He's looked very eagerly. He goes,
You may always ask, but
yes. It's no big deal.
We'll try our best if it's possible.
Well, it's very easy. It's on your way. My mother, bless her, she owns a shop on the road to Caddenshire, just over the hill, and she, bless her, doesn't get as much trade there as perhaps she would want. I know adventurers are always in need of potions and lotions and tonics and chronics and
plugging
other
your
things.
mother's shop right now.
Why, yes.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yes, because I will say, being a mayor doesn't pay, and like he kind of reveals some more of his desk. Like he's like got wood carving equipment hidden behind the desk. Like he's clearly like doing two things
side
at the same
hustle.
time. Yes, it's like yes. No, the mayorship is my side hustle. I'm a key cutter. I only got voted in because I have keys to everyone's house anyway. And they're like, oh, we better make you mayor. But there's yeah. And it's like fire safety thing. So if anyone gets locked out, they say, "Call the mayor." And he looks very hassled.
Kind of like a glorified
janitor, yes.
Janitor, yes. Okay.
Oh,
well,
it's okay. I don't mind. It's fine.
I think you're doing
You
it.
sound like that you're a good son.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
I think you're doing a great job.
My mother's a bit of a wild card, I will say. She's going to absolutely love you, ladies. And you find he kind of like looks at Rusty and at Kudo, and she goes,
And Aeon.
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
Aeon is like Aeon's like I think quite good looking, isn't he? Like
He's quite good.
yeah. He goes. She's a pretty face goes a long way with her. I'm not quite sure about your friends. But I'm sure you'll get on fine. She's just a tad unusual. But you can't miss her shop. It's I say she's a bit of a healer. So it's called Moa's Apothecary. Apothecary. Yes, I'm saying that right.
So not apothecary. Okay.
Apothecary. Yeah, sorry, that's what I said. Didn't say it wrong twice. How dare you?
I was
a lightning bolt comes through the window and strikes Wolf, and you die.
It sounded so convincing because you said, "Oh, I said it right," and then you weren't.
But yes, if you do find your way,
what was it called? Sorry, I got so caught up on it.
Moa's Apothecary. Apothecary.
Apothecary. Moa's Apothecary.
Apothecary. But if you find your way there, tell her I sent you.
Hold on. That name is very familiar. Are you getting this out of a specific book?
I am getting it out of the book that fella used, but I'm not doing the same thing. Yeah.
Just checking because I heard the name Moa and I was like,
I totally forgot for the split second, and then I was like, wait.
I never forget a name. That's a
This
lie.
is a character from 35 Queer NPCs, the book that I got for my birthday. It's really good. But yeah, so yes, you can't miss her shop. It's yes, she'll be blown away. If you time it right, you might even get lunch out of her.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Rusty's like he starts running to the door,
like scrambles off the chair.
Yeah. No, he kind of like stands up.
He's bigger now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I still imagine him as like quite short, but like tiny, like for just under 5 foot tall, kind of, like very like a quite a tall 9-year-old kind of thing. And he kind of stands up, hops down off his seat, very formally. Yeah, stop barking. And he like very formally sticks his hand out and goes, "Mr. Mayor, it was a pleasure." And he like shakes his hand. And yeah, and then so he kind of starts making his farewells. And he goes, "Just remember, if you're ever coming back, you're more than welcome here. Forever, this day will be known as the Starlight Syndicate Day." And you can tell with any passive perception over 10 that he's lying, like a good-natured lie.
I would like to say, what I want, if everyone leaves first, I want Wolf to stay in there for a minute, in that room, and just ask him for 2 things. Do you know anything more about that dragonborn?
Mr. Caesar. Well,
do you know his second name?
Well, it's Richard. Oh no, wait, that's wrong.
Caesar Richard.
Jesus, he's got 2 first names. No wonder we don't trust him.
Wait. Sorry. No, that's the wrong sheet. Sorry, I was literally scrolled over. Where is it? I don't think I've got one. That's my one up.
Orl.
Bronze. Let's go for something bronzy.
Caesar bronze.
Copper.
Nickel.
Let's go for Bronca. Yeah, Bronca. Correct.
Jesus.
Caesar Bronca. He's one of the high-ranking members of the well, he's going to have of the adamant. Well, it's just I just hope he doesn't come back.
Do you know why he was here?
Well, not exactly. I know he was asking if there had been any sightings of unusual people in the area.
Unusual people, as in like
similar to your short little friend there, Rusty. Yes, but not quite him. I think he was looking for dragonborn. But obviously that isn't that unusual. But he was. If there's been any fuss about them, I don't know the specifics.
Did he mention any type of dragonborn, or just dragonborn in general?
Well, he kept me here for a long time. I said obviously we get dragonborn coming. We have Conquer, and as soon as I mentioned him, he's like no, not like that. I think it was metallic dragonborn he was mostly interested in, but they're not uncommon. I read off a few. We don't track people in and out of the town. We're on a trade route, you see. It'd be a huge job and completely pointless. But those obviously, like yourselves, we see a very striking-looking pink-haired sea elf coming through. That may cause some mentions. A rust-colored kobold obviously would cause some mentions, but dragonborn not so much. But he was very insistent and kept asking, and he seems to be doing a loop of the towns. I have contacts with some of the other mayors of the local settlements, and I will ask them if he's been there as well. And it wouldn't surprise me to find out he has. But he was very adamant about asking, and if there's any adventurers who travelled in from the city. But I'm afraid, yes, he seems quite eager for whatever reason.
And quite intense. Not the way to go about.
Well, they're quite an. Have you ever come across them before?
Not for many years.
Quite an intense group. Very young. Yes.
Yeah.
But if you see him again, he kind of like shrugs, like.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll deal with it.
Punch him in the face. I don't know.
Well, I'm not.
If you can get away with it.
The only other thing I would ask is, in that book, do you have anything on? I point to the woman who looks like Lappy in armor. And do you have anything on people during the Lich War?
Well, there's quite a lot, and he kind of like pulls out. He kind of turns the book on its side a little bit and shows you the top of it, and it's like in sections. So the first, like, I'm gonna say 3/5 of the book is like blank white tops, and then there's like a whole section, like a massive quarter of the book that's got black along the top and then white on the other side. He goes, see this section here? This is specifically things that happened in the Lich War. Obviously, there was lots of heroic acts, and with all the travel. So you'd have to be a little bit more specific. But the lady in the picture, and he starts scrolling back, and he goes a long way back, like hundreds of years back.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes back as Rhea. Yes, Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea. And
Give me a second.
Yeah,
okay,
he kind of goes. The notes. This is one of the very old worn pages. So the names of the party are like Grok the orc, like Steve the archer, and fucking
James.
yeah. You know, so there's only a few of them. So there's Grok, Steve, and then there's there's this woman in the suit of arm, well, in the scale mail holding the mace, and there's it's like a gnome or halfling woman who he's just wearing like what looks to be normal clothes, who they have down as Callie. And so the story is that these guys were one of the first groups who helped the original settlers like free the town. When the town was originally built, it was thought that there was like a gold deposit nearby, so the town was built up around that. And the word got out, and there were a group of brigands that were like, oh, we're gonna like extort money from the town. This group came to save them from that, and it's like one of the very first recorded instances of heroes in the town. These guys would have been like the heroes of the initial town setup, and it doesn't go into a huge amount of detail. It's a very basic, like, oh, there were these brigands, and one of them, you know, had a pet monster, and these guys overthrew the monster, and it's very, very basic stuff there.
Yeah, Wolf is writing this all down. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I don't want them to get worried. I would just ask, during the Lich War, Runo? Anything?
Runo? Yes, yeah. Runo,
obviously.
yes.
I know you probably know him.
Yes, he lives nearby, doesn't he?
Yeah, partially where we're going.
He kind of scrolls through. He goes, he goes
if not, then it's all right.
Yeah, he goes through them. He goes, I don't think. Strange enough, I don't think there's anything specific he did for the town. He passed through. I've not seen him in years and years and years. But he passes through. But he looks through. He goes, well, what he did was more in what is now Haven Oral. So
yes, I'm just trying to. Anything on? My brain is blanking on names right now. Give me 1 second.
As you're thinking, he goes, well, if I know you said you didn't want to alarm your friends, but if you would like to play a small prank on them, we could scream like we're being murdered and see what happens.
No.
Okay.
Anyone?
No one ever wants to join me in a prank.
Yeah, if you saw the Tanuki that was with us,
yes,
he loved pranks. In fact, it's probably him who did the thing with the man in the book. A woman named Illyria Nysorn.
Illyria. During the Lich War?
Yes,
you have to excuse me. I don't know any of
likely during the Lich War.
Illyria. He starts scanning through, and like I say, a lot of the pages are quite old. He goes back to the start of the Lich War, and there's a very generic adventuring party, like of a group of people. There's these two sisters that look kind of identical. It's black and white, so they are, you can't tell which one's which. One of them is like they both look like they could be Illyria, or that is Swan, isn't it?
Yes.
Before, yeah, I thought so. There's and two dragonborn.
I can't remember Swan's sister's name. I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it.
One second.
If you don't have it on hand, it's fine. I'm just trying to find it.
I do have it somewhere. You have to bear with me. Game.
I type in sister and I just get Laffy's sisters. I have it actually.
I think I've got an old version of the notes. Pardon?
Leffy, Luffy.
Rafina.
Rafina at
Rafina, yeah.
And
yeah, we'll just use Rafina.
I think
because I've got like
it's fine if you don't. I've
got an old version of the notes where I just threw in fucking random vowels for names. Yes, so she says this. One of them I can't tell who's who. There's two dragonborn, and there was also a cleric, like a generic dwarven cleric.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a story here of an undead threat, a vampiric threat to the town. they overthrew and freed the town from it. Part of the Lich, I think it shows you dozens of instances of like very similar things, like where all of a sudden this huge like out of nowhere kind of undead threat kind of pops out of the ground, rains havoc. But because it's like a trading route, there are people coming through all the time, and so he's able to show you like a couple of different instances. Unfortunately, we didn't keep many notes at the time.
It's all right. Don't worry. It's just a friend of mine. Well, I won't take up any more of your time.
It's quite a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. And then they awkwardly shuffle.
So before he goes to shake your hand and like puts one hand on top of yours and goes, sincerely though, thank you for everything you've done for the town. We didn't even know that what was going on really, and it's like a window has been opened and a fresh breeze has dispelled all the dust. It's that the town feels alive again.
I'm happy to help. I should get going now.
Okay. Toodaloo, love you, bye.
Wolf does not say it back. And
Tease.
shuffles out. No, Wolf. Yeah, catches up to the group.
Okay.
Everything okay?
It's a very nice day outside.
Yeah, I was just I wanted to like pull Laffy aside slightly as they were walking and flicks to the page that she was writing the notes in and shows her the notes that he said about Rio.
Oh, cool.
Just because I saw it and just apparently Swan also helped out here at one point during the war.
This is all so weird.
It's weird, yeah, but it's nice to learn more.
Mm-hmm. Should we go check out this weird shop?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you head down the road, and as you walk down this, you're heading pretty much directly east at this point. As you walk down the winding path, you come across a quaint little cottage that's nestled amid a bed of vibrant flowers. A little sign on the front of the garden reads Moa's Apothecary. Apothecary.
James, you should just change it. You should just change it.
Guess what? It's just called Moa's now. Fuck you guys.
Can you please clip that sound and put it as a sound command in the Discord?
I'm gonna have it as a text message in.
That's when you get
That was your notification alert.
That's when you get a message from me, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
Imagine waking you up in the morning.
Well, imagine being in like a meeting and that goes on
no.
your phone.
Oh, that was so perfect. Oh my god.
The scent of herbs wafts towards you as you approach the wooden door. You knock, but no one answers. After a few moments, you hear footsteps coming from the garden. An older woman with long white hair and a warm smile walks around the corner and introduces herself as Moa with a little name badge she's wearing. Her dress is light blue, reminding you of the sky on a bright spring day, and her hands are caked with dirt. Cleaning them on her apron, she welcomes you into her house/shop. The cottage smells like dried lavender and rosemary, and you spot the dried flowers hanging on the walls as decoration. Her kitchen is airy and light, with lots of windows to let in the sunlight. The shelves above the kitchen counter are crammed with jars and bottles of all shapes and sizes. This is a cottage-core dialed up to 11. Like,
oh my god.
And it's like doilies as far as you can see. And she like welcomes you in, and like for all of the anxiousness her son has, she doesn't seem to have any. She's much more relaxed. She's, welcome to my little cottage, my little folly. Come in. Can I get you anything?
I just
Do you
imagine
have
like
bread?
I do have some bread. Yes, come with me. And she kind of leads you through. She goes into the kitchen area. She goes, "It's quite hot. It's out of the oven. If you want to wait 20 minutes or so before it's ready to eat."
The smell would be so
Yeah, it smells, and it's like it's bread with like rosemary and salt on it. You know, it's really rosemary and salt hot bread. Oh my god. like food
No,
boner.
I have this image of like Laffy and Azalea like creeping around the shop, pointing at things and going, "Azalea, look, that's so cute."
Rusty's like found, like wind chimes and got himself tangled
Oh
up.
my god!
Yeah.
No, it's like when a kid plays with some blinds. It's like, Rusty, no, you're gonna show.
I'm imagining like him having a mobile as if he's a
oh my god,
baby with a grip like above him.
Yeah.
Is there like a list of things that we can buy from this woman?
Yeah. She starts like scratching the nose, like a little bit, like something's like irritated the nose a little bit, and like she's about to sneeze. She's, I'm just going to make myself a quick chamomile tea. But on offer today we have the calming chamomile, and she gestures to these like large blue bottles. They for the adventurers out there, they can soothe the aches of the road and the wounds you may come across. There's the Be Happy Healing Salve, and she like opens up this like B as in BAA, and she opens the lid of it, and there's this lovely rich smell of honey, but it's like a soap, like not soap, like
like a salve.
Yeah, it's
like a cream,
like it's like between cream and soap, like quite a hard.
It's like a moisturizer,
like a moisturizer kind of thing, yeah. And she goes, and there's the Wildflowers Health Potions. And there's like some slightly smaller healing potions there, and there's some specialty items. Do
you have anything with coffee?
Yes, I do. And she kind of looks down at you. I've
oh no, she's allergic.
And she sneezes. She goes, I'm dreadfully sorry. I'm just going to get the chamomile. And she's like her eyes are streaming a little bit. She comes back out, but she's got this like happy smile on her face. She goes, I'm dreadfully sorry. Please don't be offended. It's just any long-haired animal just gets right to the back of my nose. I love.
Move away.
Yes, well, it's more just you being here, really. I've got.
I take a step back towards you.
Oh, the both of you! Bloody hell! Oh, sorry. Okay.
Azalea, do you have anything that would like help with this? I remember when somebody had allergies, like episode 1.
Let's give her a joint.
Do I have any Puritan? Around my back.
Lesser restoration help with allergies?
I think you just need reincarnate at that point. You just need a whole body.
Or like remove curse.
Well, you got shit genes. You may as well just reincarnate.
She comes back in and she's got like a cup of tea in one hand, and she's don't know quite how she's doing it. She's holding a cup of tea, and in the same hand she's holding like a jar of honey, and she's like spooning the honey in and stirring it. And she goes, "This is local honey, and in the past it has really helped." Would you mind if I stood near the door? I don't want to be rude. I love visitors, and it's such a shame. And there was a gentleman a few days ago who came in, and he had a beautiful, lovely chestnut horse. And it was beautiful. Ran up to the creatures, just like being a child again. And the moment I got near it, sneezing fit. It was so embarrassing. And the gentleman, lovely dragonborn gentleman, he was so apologetic. And he came in, and I gave him some of the chamomile. And he also asked for some bread as well. And I gave him some biscuits. And he was off on his merry way. And
can I ask who the dragonborn gentleman was? If you got his name?
What was his name? Bear with me. Oh, you've asked the question now. Oh, fuck, where is it?
It's not the same guy then.
Was it a bronze dragonborn?
It was a bronze dragonborn.
So did I have the name of the guy we just met, or is this different?
She thinks for a moment. I'm just trying to find it. What was his name? Marcus, I believe his name was. Lovely gentleman. He was traveling east. Yes. Anyway, he lovely man. I set him off with a food bag and some potions and some teas, and because he said he was having trouble sleeping, so I gave him some of my nighttime teas, lavender, chamomile, infused, lovely, very relaxing, and then I gave him some refreshing teas for the morning, mint, lemon, other herbs, name them. Yes, and yes. What can I do for you, lovely Lotta? We have food. We have cakes, and we have our drinks here. And she kind of directs you to them again. The like potions, the 3 that I mentioned specifically are potions. There's a calming chamomile, which is basically quite an expensive healing potion. There's the happy healing salve, which is slightly cheaper and has multiple uses. And then there's the wildfire, which is like a slightly so basically the chamomile tea one heals for 4d4 plus 2. The wildfire does 3d4 plus 2, and the happy healing salve has 4 uses of 1d4 plus 2.
I assume that takes time to apply, or
An action to apply, yeah.
okay, just not okay. How much are each of those?
So the chamomile one's 100 gold for 4d4 plus 2. The wildfire for 55 gold for 3d4 plus 2, and the Be Happy healing salve is 45 gold.
Such awkward numbers.
I know.
Can I get one of the beehive thing? The bee.
Of course. Would you like it wrapped?
No, it's okay. Thank you, though.
I've got to say, I love your necklace. And she kind of, do you mind? And she kind of reaches out and she kind of takes.
Just like lift my chin up to let her like.
Yeah, she takes the necklace that Wolf gave you. The one that you gave Wolf, that Wolf gave not back, but
it was a ring.
The ring.
Oh, ring. Sorry. So she this is lovely and it's beautiful. It's magical, isn't it?
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. So you don't want it wrapped?
No, thank you. Though.
Would you like a bag?
Yes.
Okay. She gets a little like a little paper bag. She pops it in there. Says,
just imagine she's having a great time.
Yes. So what's it brings you adventures out to this neck of the woods? Are you travelling through?
Yeah.
We're heading to Kanshai.
I've not been in years. Last time I was there, I'd been taken there on a holiday with my partner at the time. We had a lovely long weekend there. We saw some plays. Have you ever been to the city before?
It's where I grew up.
Oh, how lucky! Oh, wonderful. Well, you I'm sure you'll be aware. It's a lovely place, full of excitement and songs and nice food, and it's just a wonderful place.
Anyone who's looking at Wolf will see like she's like doing like the smiling and nodding, but like there's a slight disinteresting word, like a slight, I guess, like sadness behind them. As she's talking about, the parties and the songs and the plays and things like that, as she's recalling them. It's just like nodding along, but not really. Like she's not hard to tell, but she's just like, yeah, just like nodding along, not disinterested, but not sure how to react.
Where is it you've come from? I don't get many. If I'm talking too much, you have to say I don't get many visitors in, and it's nice to feel. And like as Aeon comes closer, she's like, nice to feel.
We're traveling from Haven Morel. We just came through. What's the place called? Greencrest.
This is Greencrest. Yes.
We just came through the town.
Were you there for the party last night? Apparently, there were some heroes in town that
I just kind of like look at everyone else and like smirk. Yeah, we heard about it.
Oh, I wish we could get to say thank you. It's always good when something wonderful happens. It's like tourism increases. People feel safer, stop a little bit longer, and spend a little bit more.
If you want to spend more, there is this thing. I'll stop now. Wolf is glaring at me.
Did she give me my ring back, by the way?
I didn't take it off you. She just kind of like
just
took
checking.
your hand. Yeah.
I didn't hear you say she gave it back, and I was like,
no. I had it in my head that it was like a necklace, and she was just like looking at. She wouldn't take it off your hand. She'd have just like taken your hand. She would have like been like very. I don't want to say caressing, but very gentle with your hand. Like very like her fingernails are filthy, but her hands are very soft. Like she's been digging in the garden.
Sorry,
fucking picking her nose and scratching her ass. Jesus Christ. But
yeah. Order, I hope.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's like, well, it's so nice to see. Are you all a group together?
Yeah.
And she looks at Aeon. She's like, such a lucky man. What I wouldn't give to be to be out in like I was as a young woman, out there exploring, adventuring with
I mean, I kind of just met these people. I'm not sure if they want to keep me around, but
I'll flip a coin on it.
Wow.
I'm not flipping a coin on a person.
I'm not flipping a coin around loose, you'll steal it.
Yeah. I'll flip an election, they mean nothing.
Yeah.
And also, this isn't like a thing. I think we're friends, but nothing weird is happening.
Okay.
It's not
you
like
don't have to explain yourself to me. Takes all sorts to make a world.
This isn't that kind of relationship.
Suddenly very uncomfortable.
I think at this point Laffy like holds Wolf's hand and like moves like right up to her and it's just like
It's very important when you're out there fighting fighting against the hordes of evil to know that the people stood behind you have your best interests at heart. Anyway, so you were after some bread, my dear, and she kind of like turns around and like cuts you off a heel of the bread and slaps some butter on it and wings it across the room to you.
Throws it. It's like a shuriken.
Yeah.
I catch it and immediately take a bite.
Wait. Well, let's see if you do catch it.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, it's the shittest throw you've ever seen.
It's a grandma throw.
Almost takes out a window. But yeah, so she's there. She's like bundling out. She said, "Well,
we don't have a monk to deflect missiles."
We have not just the potions here. We have supplies, specific herbs, and things like that. If you need any supplies,
I think we're good.
Okay. Spell components also. She looks around at the obviously spellcasting people.
Have any she like looks to Rusty. Any trinkets similar to the wood chimes, just not as dangerous?
Frustrating.
She goes, trinkets. I can have a look for it. Are you talking magical trinkets?
Well, that very much depends on the magic. Just a present.
I think we should get magical trinkets.
Oh, no.
What kind of magical trinkets do you have?
Go on, James. Make up some magical trinkets.
No, so she pulls out a box and she
wait, a
looks
basket.
Down,
is it a wicker basket?
Is it a wicker basket?
No, it's like
Is it buzzing?
It's like a huge Tupperware. She takes the lid off it and she kind of like puts her hand into this hole on the top so she can't see what she's pulling out. She rootles around for a minute, like her tongue's out of her mouth. She's looking at the sky trying to find something. She goes, oh shit, what's this? And she pulls out, and it's like a carving of a cactus but with two eyes. She pulls out and she goes, "There's this." And
Is it
Rusty's
very
like,
spiky?
It's like a little bit spiky.
It's like plants. I'm picturing the cactus from Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And like it's got like these big eyes in the face, like carved into it. She looks at it like really confused. She's like she hasn't got a clue what the hell this thing is or what it could possibly be for. And she's like, "Well, there's this." I'm sorry. I see.
The wood carvings that you do.
Yes.
Do you like take commission?
Oh, do you mean the portraits?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do one. Yes, I can do one for commission.
If I would like to point out, I can also wood carve.
I know, but I want to support this woman's business.
Yeah, grabs you by the lapels, pulls you forward. That's my fucking job.
So she's gonna like turn to look at Rusty, who is probably still messing with these wind chimes, not paying attention, and be like, "How much for one about this big?" Like measures like the size of the ones that were in the mayor's like. I'm trying to figure out.
But just imagine something twice the size of a postcard, like a large photo print. And she.
Probably like a. I'm trying to figure out like a D&D token
miniature.
thing. Miniature, like a bigger one, like the size of a Coke can.
Like an action figure.
An action figure. Okay. Yeah. Well, that would take me a day or two, I think. I'd say 25 gold. She says it like hopefully kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. And of who? How detailed?
And then she hush, like puts a finger to her lips and like points to Rusty.
Oh, is it a surprise?
Yes.
Okay.
Wolf just
I
whispers
need
to Laffy, we're not going to be here in 2 days.
I can. Do you send? Do you do like deliveries?
Yes, I can Uber Eats it to you. Yeah.
Thank you. I
you just
imagine post exists.
Yeah, but postage exists.
How much
So
for
I need.
postage?
That's fine. Don't worry. I can get it to you. Where's it going? Not far.
Well, would it be easier to send it to your parents' house, Wolf?
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
where do
Where's
they?
that?
What's their address?
Wolf gives...
1 Wall Street Wolf. Mr. and
No,
Mrs.
actually, we do
Wolf.
have, there is a name for it. Hold on.
There's a name for it.
Oh,
It's
fuck
like,
you, Brandon.
I will
one.
find it, and I'll say
it is.
Willowbrook
I'll tell you
Ranch.
that. Willowbrook. Oh, and she's like, as she looks and goes, oh, those cunts. No. No, she's like, of course. And she kind of looks and goes, oh, are you're. Yes. And she like puts two together. This is like not. It's like so far like close enough that she might have conceivably like seen, like you may have seen her before in the past. And she goes, okay, I just the awkward thing is I need to observe the creature.
Oh,
Sorry,
no problem. And she like
No,
takes
I mean in the
out.
pose you want it to be in.
Yeah, she like takes out her sketchbook that she has and like gently tears a page off that has
No,
like.
no, wait. I need to. I can picture it in my mind, but he has to be like in the pose you want him to be in, and so I can kind of do a 360 because it's going to be a 3-dimensional model.
Yeah, no, this. When you do like a character reference and you do like loads of different angles of a person.
Okay.
Yeah, Laffy's done that in this sketchbook.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So she like takes the page and like hands it over.
Okay. And what do you want the pose to be? Heroic.
Yes.
I'm imagining like if you want, I'm gonna go make a hero forge of Rusty.
Oh my
Like,
god,
yeah. And that's what it's going to be like.
That's
and she
funny.
like, looks around at all 7 of you now.
7.
And she goes, for I don't usually do well, I haven't done groups for a couple of years, but for all of you, I could do a little one of all of you for 100 gold. You could each have a little,
She kind of like looks at everyone else.
I don't have money.
Yes, you do.
not each, all in.
Oh
No, I'm aware. She just doesn't pay for anything.
Yes.
It's because I don't have money. You should pay me more.
Lou, she like Wolf like leans in. You got 100 gold today.
Well, she doesn't know
Is
that.
that on top
Yes,
of
but I
the
do.
25 I just gave you, or is that included?
That's included.
See, so you guys just put like 20 each in, and then she gets a little 5 gold tip for
Yeah.
being so nice to us.
I actually should also stock up on my spell components while I'm here. And
I was
yes, of
also going
course.
to have a look for some spell components, but these are
Yeah.
weird ones, so I don't know if you would carry them here.
Yeah, this is
people
as
offer
good a
it,
place
Wolf
as any to
would pay
check.
that.
Yeah. Oh,
Huh?
wonderful. This is
Oh.
good a place as any to check for weird spell components, and I'll roll like a luck check if because like for really obscure stuff, obviously it'd be more difficult. But for stuff
Well,
like diamonds and
Yeah,
know,
that's what I was going to say. Like the spell components I'm looking for are like more gemstone based. That I can think off the top of my head that's on the spell list. So
Mhm. This is as good a place as that. I mean, you might if there's something really obscure, you're probably best off waiting to get to the city. But I mean, no harm asking if you have specific ideas. If you just want component pouch topping up, she can do that for like 10 gold.
yeah, I'm just going for like the normal things. So a living flea, bit of what's it called?
A gilded skull.
No, I've got the gilded skull. That's fine. I've already got that one.
What's
If you
mine?
ask for a gilded
essence
skull,
of the
we
lost
will
soul.
have words with you
Yeah.
again.
Blood,
We'll traumatize you even further.
Freshly
I
killed
need
demon blood.
a petrified eye of a newt.
That is
Uh,
weird.
Yeah, so she go through all these like weird ingredients, and she has like 95% of them, and she goes, well, when it says a living flea, it doesn't really need to be alive. We have a whole box of recently deceased fleas, ex fleas.
I'll take recently deceased.
Recently
That's
deceased. And
disgusting.
it's almost as good. Honestly, I swear you won't, unless you're eating them, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Oh.
I also do need an eyelash covered in gum arabic.
Covered in what? Sorry,
Gum arabic.
what's gum arabic?
I think it's like a sap-like glue.
And she kind of
It
goes
is-
behind
I
her
can't remember.
her
Is
desk
that
and
the sleep
pulls.
in your eyes when you wake up?
No. That's
My friend
disgusting.
used to call them sleepy dicks, and I was like,
Oh.
and he was like 16 when he told me that. I was like, you
I think
absolutely.
most people just call them eye boogers.
Yeah, eye buggies. Yeah. So apparently it's just from the Assisia. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt that. It's just plant resin. So she goes, an eyelash covered in plant resin. Does it have to be fresh plant resin? Do we know?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. No. Any is fine.
Is hearing these spelling components like what the hell? How do people figure this out? Like what the hell do people do?
Hello.
It's an
Hello.
twisted vine.
Hello.
In a
Hello.
Hello.
I lost everyone for a minute there.
My internet is so bad it affected everyone else's.
Oh no.
So she has the plant extract, and like she will sell you. They'll include that in the 10 gold, and you can apply your own eyelashes.
It's not for that.
Well, I was looking for something a little bit more obscure than your regular component. I was looking for a diamond worth at least 50 gold pieces.
Oh, Jesus.
A diamond
maybe-
worth 50 gold.
Yes.
She's gonna make an Arcana check, so she knows what that's for.
What
She
is
doesn't
that
have a stat
for?
block. She doesn't know what that's for, so she's gonna go and rootle in the back. Which is, yes, I have a diamond worth 50 gold, and it's a very small diamond.
Yeah, that'll do.
50
Can I
gold?
look at the diamond, see if it's actually worth 50?
Yeah, if
it's
you want.
Worth 50
I mean, she's
if you
selling
pay
it for 50.
for it.
I know,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
If it's a diamond worth 50 and I try and cast the spell I want to
Never
cast
mind.
with it.
No, so it will work. It's just like
Yeah.
this diamond probably could also be sold for 35, but since he's willing to pay for it, it's worth 50.
That's sure that's how it works.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the economy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inflation.
So I buy this
Inflation.
diamond worth 50. Awesome. And I was
Yeah.
wondering if you also had 2 rubies that are potentially worth 50 gold each.
Pete, I have a pouch of gems.
Yeah, you guys do have.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what you guys have.
I know, I'm sorry. No, I only mention it. As I go for rubies, Wolf just whispers, I don't think I have diamonds in here, but I do have a pouch worth a lot of money
I
with
have
gems in it.
3 gems, 100 gold worth each, but I don't know if that helps you or not.
Well,
I mean,
I kind
gems.
of specifically need ruby dust.
Well-
I can kind of make the ruby dust myself.
Well,
I have a jeweler,
how
but
much do you need?
It's just probably for a couple of casts of like continual flame or something.
Don't know what that means.
Like,
A non-magic caster.
How much do you need?
Probably about 100 gold's worth of rubies. So I can cast it twice.
So, hang on, we're in a very interesting philosophical position now, because if you give them for free, are they worthless? And therefore don't count as golden penance?
James, in my notes, this bag is
J-
worth
okay.
money.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is
give me
very
100
sketchy
gold-
territory. Yeah.
Yeah, see, James gets it. So if you give me 100 gold, I may be able to get you some 100 gold worth gems.
Lou, I would ask
I-
you
I
kindly
can
to be
buy my
quiet.
own.
Well, I might have what spell?
It's called continual flame.
That's a shit fucking spell.
But I want to.
And I don't even and I don't even do magic. I know that's a shit spell.
Yeah. It's just for rainy day, you know. Literally, you can
Okay.
be warm then.
But it doesn't do
Well, that-
anything. It's one of the worst spells on
It's
the
one of
cleric
these
spell list.
yeah, and it's one of the worst spells.
Isn't it
in-
like equal to just a torch?
It just
Just-
stays
Yeah.
forever. It's like a
Pretty
magical
much,
flame.
yeah.
It's so
Hot
useless.
and doesn't go out. And that's it. It's
Yeah,
basically
You
like
know what?
the light at the back of your
You know
head.
what? Aeon, if you want to use your money, go ahead. I'm not funding that.
Isn't it silver dust as well, not ruby dust?
It's ruby dust worth
Oh,
50 gold
okay.
piece, which the spell consumes.
Okay, well,
I thought there was more to it. I thought continual flame you couldn't
It's
allow you to
terrible.
control flame
It's
as well.
utterly
So I might
worthless.
not do that.
It's-
Yeah.
I mean, you can maybe use control
misread it.
flame with it.
Also,
you can
can't
Yeah.
you see in the dark?
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
do you need it?
I
It's
don't need
basically
it.
like a
Yeah, you're
torch
right.
that doesn't go out.
I misunderstood this spell that I was looking at. So it did
Hey,
not
hey,
matter.
I've said this a few times to you specifically. Read your spell. Read your character sheet.
least it's not
That's a
right.
really bad, because I never understood why that has components that cost you money, because I was like, I was 50-50 on whether I was going to prepare this spell anyway, and as soon as it cost me money, I was like
time, maybe,
Yeah.
if you want to like ritually make like a place, but like money, oh jeez, it's terrible.
I think I cast that spell once, and it was a gravestone for a player character who died, and that was the only reason I could think of. And like, literally, because I was like, I think it was a forge cleric, and it was on my, it was
It was
forced.
just a
onto my
free,
spell
yeah.
list.
You just had it.
Yeah. So okay. So is there anything else you're buying from this old lady? Just the diamonds. Okay. She goes, I have. If you're interested in other gems, we have some nice other things here. She pulls out some like blue, green, yellow, purple, like amethysts, oranges, rubies, sapphires, other
How
gems.
much, for that, it's like putting like a small like amethyst.
Well, this one, it's not magical. It would be, and she kind of weighs up. She's gonna say 40 gold. I have no idea. It's very rough cut. It's like it's more of a spell component than a jewel.
Okay.
Jewel.
Don't worry about it then. Do you have any nice wine? It's very specific. If not,
I have spring wine. I do have some spring wine. Yes. Mm-hmm. And some mead, some honey wine.
Can I have a?
Yes,
like
of course.
Do you have a bottle of that? Is that too much?
I have a few bottles of it. I have she kind of like shows you another one.
She like whispers like just secret.
Mm-hmm. So she pulls out, and they are, it's got like this hand drawn picture of a bee, and it's like Moa's honey wine, bee slutty, 15% proof.
Did you make that here yourself?
Yes.
Well,
I've got my apiary in the back, my own bees.
How much for that?
2 gold.
Give her 3.
Actually gives you 1 back. It was 2.
No, you have the extra.
If you don't want the gold, I can, take it off your hands.
And it's gone, like, gone.
No, I mean I specifically said privately. So.
Oh right, okay. So she has.
Wait, you can't use. Oh wait, can you use telekinesis?
No,
I'm just going private conversation.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So she is. We have other things here. We have jars of honey. Very nice. I suffer with allergies. Terrible. Local flowers help you.
Oh, can I get like a bouquet of flowers?
Of course. Come with me. Come outside. And she takes you out into a flower garden. It's beautiful. It's like there's no like rhyme or reason that you can see of the flowers. Like it's literally like, oh, I'm going to plant this one here, plant this one there, and it's like degenerate beauty. It's like really overgrown. The weeds are like kept back, but the smell is incredible. There's loads
of like inner element.
Yeah. But she's pointing out specific ones. There's flowers, there's herbs, and there's vegetables.
I think
all
Azalea
available.
has prepped out to make sure she isn't getting shafted on this.
Yeah, she's also like standing there.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I mean I don't really sell bouquets, but if well, you're a druid, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, if you do me a small favor,
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you pick whatever plants you want.
What did you need me to do?
Could you cast plant growth?
Can I say that I did that this morning because it's not in my selected spells?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay.
I mean, I can do druidcraft, which is.
Yeah, but like,
School
so
area.
druidcraft is like you get 1 daisy. Plant growth is like money in their pocket.
Fucking area.
Yeah, it's like a mile. Like it'll
do
do.
I have plant
If you
growth?
don't have plant growth as a druid, there's something really wrong with your sheet. It doesn't have to be prepared, but it's like.
No, it's a druid spell. It just probably is. It's not one.
Oh yeah, there
It's
is
a
third.
druid
Yeah.
spell, yeah. No, there's 2 ways to cast it. I think one of them is like a whole day casting.
I think I'm thinking of a different spell. Oh no,
All
you're
normal
right, yeah.
plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year.
Yeah, it's an insane spell. It's like one of the first permanent spells you get that doesn't destroy something.
Does that mean that I have to sit here for 8 hours though?
No, you can just cast it for an hour, and it'll basically like just dial everything up, and then she'll be able to cut it back.
Yeah, so
It's just because of a 3rd level spell slot.
So she's like, yeah, and then like rubs her hands together and then like snakes her fingers out, and you watch like the typical like the same kind of light that comes from her hands when she casts spells, just like slowly envelop all of the plants like around.
Yeah, you see them immediately, almost very similar to when Azalea casts Entangle, but obviously they're thorns. These are like plants just like striving and reaching and warping out and wrapping around the sun, and like plants bloom, sunflowers like appear out of nowhere, and there's this like really heady aroma, and she's like, oh, wonderful, thank you so much, yes, please help yourself go hog wild.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Okay. She like starts walking around like inspecting the flowers and trying to pick the most perfect ones that she can see.
So yeah, there's lots of like so any kind of flower you want to know, and like there's like really heavily perfumed.
Would you want some help for like meaning?
Please.
What kind of meaning are you trying to get across?
Please like me.
Friendship, maybe.
Yeah.
We're just watching it, smiling.
She like whispers to Azalea, "It's for Wolf's mom."
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really tempting to give her cripple analogies as well now. Oh my god.
No.
She lives on a farm, James.
She lives on a farm, yeah.
I think maybe familial love then.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Avoiding
carnations.
Carnations, good shout, yeah.
The little frilly ones down there.
She's just like collecting them as Azalea is saying it.
And red roses.
Oh.
So there are a number of different styles. There's white, pink, and red roses.
Would Laugh be doing this like not? I mean, obviously, Wolf's like Alan would like secretly.
She'd be like whispering to Azalea about who they're for, but she is very obviously like fretting about the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very clear that she's like.
I do an inside check. Hold on.
I don't think you need to.
Yeah,
you were there this morning.
As they're doing that, Wolf's just like sort of watching, just like probably eating some like some lunch, and she just mentions, "My mother's favorite color is blue."
Oh, we have blue roses. We have blue roses over here in the corner, and there's some like.
She like looks. What do blue roses mean?
I don't know because they're not real in nature.
These particular ones mean hello. Nice to meet you.
Actually, say it.
Yes,
amazing.
Yeah. There's the blue ones, and then there's the gold ones, which are.
I know you mentioned that there were
very...
like weeds.
Weeds, yes, they're all weeds.
I
mean, well, a weed is.
Forget-me-nots?
Well, a weed is simply a plant growing in an area you don't want it to. So I don't really believe in weeds. But we have sweet peas, forget-me-nots. We have all. If you're after blue plants, we have a whole selection of blue. But what I would recommend, if you allow me, is don't just go for blue because that is just like it's very overwhelming. So whites to really make them pop. Yeah, and yellows, warmth.
Pale yellow, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I found a water lily.
Like some baby's breath.
A water lily.
Baby's
Jesus,
breath,
it's a fucking waffle cone to put them all in. Jesus. Yeah. So there's like I won't say every plant under the sun, but enough for you to easily make a reasonable bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and then bundled with ivy.
Tied together with the ivy is, I would be careful, it's slightly poisonous if you're allergic, but yes, there's green beans you could use and a little snack if you get hungry. It's always good to turn up to places with food.
Green beans have very pretty like vines though.
Yes, see, such clever girls.
So I imagine she'd spend some time like bundling up all these flowers and like rearranging them so that they look like a bouquet.
Yeah,
I think
after a minute goes off and starts like pulling out parsnips and stuff.
I think while that's happening, Wolf would probably quietly mention to Laffy, maybe they have to do, because that was impressive, but it was a lot. Maybe make a second one, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
A second one, what? Sorry.
The second bouquet.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. So you're really dialing it in. I get you've got these like huge. You can be as big as you want. I'm imagining at this point it's like this cornucopia of flowers, like you barely see over the top. Like you have to enlist Rusty to like help you carry him. But yeah, after you get a sufficiency of bouquet, and the lady comes back. She's over the moon. Like this is like harvest has come early, kind of thing. She says, "Thank you so much. If there's anything ever I can do for you, please come back this way. It's been great to have you in the shop. Such a handsome group." And she goes, "I will send the you know what." And she's like doing this really exaggerated wink and like eyes to Rusty, like kind of thing. As soon as it's finished, since it's a slightly bigger order, maybe take a few days. But if it's not there, if you are coming back, then just knock on. But it shouldn't be more than a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if we don't get it there, we'll probably come back this way anyway. So.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see you again. Please do pop in. If there's anything you'd like me to make in the meantime, then do let me know.
Thank you very much.
Okay, wonderful. Love you, bye. It's like waves
Love you,
off.
bye.
Yeah, and yeah, you guys. It's like I would say it's like just after lunchtime. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Can we like speed walk?
If you were to set off now, Wolf, where you are now, you think you could get to your parents' house by like 3-4.
Okay, so
leisurely stroll. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So you're heading off on the road. Laffy, are you like? I'm assuming you're carrying the bouquet, trying to keep it out of the direct sunlight because it'll make the flowers wilt. Or you can just use
grabs an umbrella.
Yeah. It's quite a hot day, but like you don't have to worry about them like wilting, like handing over a pile of dead flowers. That would be hilarious.
You just give Jared and then back to
but yeah, you're heading
the
off.
brink. It's plot necromancy.
And I think we'll leave it there for tonight.
Wait, before we do leave,